I want to say that because I didn't feel like I can go back to my norm. After this happened, I felt like God was telling me, you get a redo. Like, you get a redo. Because I wasn't really happy. I wasn't happy before this happened. So I'm giving you a redo. Now what you gonna do with it? Blow it up and figure it out. Because it's okay to start over.
Wow.
So that's me. I feel like I had to start over.
Hey, it's me again, Malika Manina, your Trulogy podcast creator. And today I have with me Keiondra Alexander. Keiondra, how you doing today?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing great. So I want you to take a moment to introduce yourself and let our Trulogy audience know who you are and why would you be so important to make an appearance on the Trulogy podcast.
Oh, I am Keiondra, also known as Kitty. I've been modeling for going on 7 years now. I'm also a wellness and health specialist. I just have a lot of knowledge in the modeling industry, wellness, also just helping models like me, like how to let them know how I started out to get the confidence I have to be in a position I am right now. But I am so grateful and honored just to be a candidate with Miss Malika.
So let's talk about, I heard you say wellness expert.
Yes.
Let's start there.
Okay.
Let's start with wellness expert because you wear a lot of hats. And so as I was looking through, of course, we met some years ago.
Yes, sir.
And your first time with deep interaction with me was Pink on Purpose. And I was super, it was something about your walk, your smile that made me want to remain connected. And we reached I think a deeper level of connection through Pink on Purpose. There were specific models that our connection was not surface level.
Yeah.
You know, we became connected during that time. It was something that we really liked about each other, and it's like, I want to know more about this person, or I want to make sure that I'm connected because I want to be a propeller in their life.
Yeah.
And so you were one of those people. And so I oftentimes would look at your content. A great content creator, by the way.
Thank you.
I love your content.
Thank you.
I look at your content. I look at your creative stuff. And let me tell you, one of the funny ones, you had on the cutest bike tights. You just simple. And you played some trap music. And it looked like you was about to dance.
And then
you didn't switch to you and you was like,
what you
thought this was?
Yeah, don't be doing that on this.
Yes. I love it. But I almost knew you was gonna do that. I was like, she ain't about to do nothing.
And didn't. It wasn't.
That was awesome. Let's talk about how you come up with some of your concepts. Let's talk about that.
So I just making content, I feel like I want it to be entertaining, but also I feel like I write everything down because I can't just come up with something in my head, I forget. So I write everything down. So I do follow a lot of fitness influencers and stuff like that, and I go off of my own version of what they're doing, just to make it my own creation. But also within the wellness though, I like to emphasize on my body parts that I've improved myself, just like my glutes, my legs, just in general, because I did do a full transformation on myself.
Yeah.
And I did get in 2021 I got a transformation specialist certifications, and instead of me using that certification on someone before I implemented everything on myself just by creating a fitness program for myself and following it.
Yeah.
To transform myself so I can become more confident within myself, because I wasn't always confident.
So let's talk about the transformation journey and where it started. So the Kitty that you weren't so confident, the Kitty that when you looked at them in the mirror, you didn't quite like what you saw. And so what did you do? What was your plan? And what things shifted and changed?
It started a long time ago. I'm gonna say that.
What's a long
But
time?
so my daughter is 6, and it started right after I had my daughter. Cause when I had my kids, I felt like um probably like every woman, like my body not doing what it used to do, type of thing. But
And you said kids?
kids, I have two
You
kids.
have two
I
kids.
have 2 kids. I have a 12-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Now I learned something new about you. I
you didn't know I
knew
had.
about the daughter. I didn't know you
Oh,
had a 12-year-old son.
yeah.
Oh, wow. You a boy mom too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, my son is so chill though. He's chill. It's the daughter that keep me up, like jumping left and right.
You don't even look old enough to have a 12-year-old son. Wow.
I I started in my 20s, but
Yeah, 20s
but
is good.
20 I 20s is good, but I do wish I had my kids later. But I'm glad I had them earlier than later. Now that I'm in my 30s,
Girl, you're going to be able to travel.
yeah.
When everybody else still having kids and have kids at kindergarten workshops, you're going to
Look,
be,
yeah, and I honestly like, and unless I find my husband that he really want kids, like I don't plan on having no more kids. Like I got two and they 6 years apart, so I'll be having to start all the way over if I do it
yeah,
again,
yeah.
all the way over. Look, yes.
Let's talk about that transformation.
So, my daughter, after I had her, I just felt like I wasn't gonna shake back like I shook back with my son.
Hmm.
It wasn't hard to shake back with him, but it wasn't as easier with her.
Did you deal with
Um,
postpartum?
no, I didn't deal with postpartum, but I gained a lot of weight. I got up to like 300 pounds, and I just carried a lot of fluid everywhere, not just my legs. It was like my abdomen, like my arms. I was just a lot of fluid in there, and I couldn't get it off of me. So I didn't like take any medication, nothing like that. But I felt like I was a little depressed, but it wasn't postpartum or nothing like that. It was
Yeah.
just because I was uncomfortable, and me creating workouts and stuff like that for myself, constantly working. One thing I did every morning was walk. I walked. I got up in the morning, like I used to put my daughter in the stroller, and we lived in a subdivision at the time, and I would just walk. I would get up early in the morning, fix her a little food, drink, and some snacks on the walker, put her in there, and we walking around the subdivision
Oh, wow.
every morning. And I didn't miss a morning, and I did that in the mornings and sometimes in the evenings. And that right there helped me, like I guess, start back getting into
Yes.
a routine,
Hmm.
or just like my energy levels, building up like a little endorphin here and there, doing that, and that would start building up my confidence to do more, because at that time I wasn't in the gym. Like I didn't want to be seen at that time, so I was just doing my own thing at home.
So when did you get to a place that you felt you needed to go to the gym and it was okay for you to be seen? Was it after a major weight loss transformation, or at one point you just said, I got to hit this gym?
um I guess it was at one point I just like I gotta go in the gym, because after I started losing weight, maybe a year after I started losing weight, I started getting feeling like droopy skin wise. Like I wasn't building muscle, and you need muscle to get them the lift and the curves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was just walking, doing a lot of cardio, which was good because I needed to get the swelling and stuff off.
Yeah.
But me implementing the gym a year later after having my daughter really boosted up my confidence. But also I didn't know exactly what I was doing when I first got in the gym. So um from that, I got in the gym a little bit after that, but I got in an accident, which led me
Mm.
to be partially paralyzed from the hips down. And
Wow. Let's talk about let's talk about the accident and when it happened in your mindset, because what I'm hearing you say is that you went from not being confident in what your body looked like, and you was on a transformation journey, and you felt like, oh, I'm making some progress. You're in the gym, and then you have an accident, and
Yes.
then you're paralyzed from the waist down.
Yes.
Let's talk about mental state and what that did for your confidence. Did you say, I give up? Like, what inspired you to continue pressing through after something so devastating?
The only thing was my kids. My kids. Because around that time also, with me dealing with my weight, dealing with getting in the gym, trying to get my confidence back. I did have relationship issues at the time because I was in a relationship for 11 years. But then
You
once
were in a relationship when the accident happened?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And how did your significant other deal with the fact that you were paralyzed from the waist down?
Um, I'm he was supportive into extent. He was supportive into extent because it came honestly, it came with a lot. It came with me having to I had got a surgery. From my understanding, I was out for an extensive amount of time, almost passed away due to a blood clot going to my brain and due to a blood clot pushing on my spine, which I guess the blood clot that pushed on my spine is what caused the partial paralyzed
Paralysis. Hmm.
from my waist, my trunk down. Um, Coming out of that, then I was in a rehabilitation center for maybe 2 weeks.
So how long were you actually where you were paralyzed from the waist down?
Um, Maybe three weeks. It was partially paralyzed for 3 weeks, and
Okay.
I had to be. They put me in what they called it extensive extensive um physical therapy. So it was like intense physical therapy. It was like I was on a schedule, and I wasn't all the way paralyzed, but I couldn't move. Like I couldn't move, but
On your
they
own.
yeah I can feel it, but I couldn't move it. So with them doing like an extensive, intense physical therapy helped me get that mobility and balance together. But I had to be at this rehabilitation center for almost 3 weeks, nonstop, 5 days out the week, sometimes six, doing physical therapy morning to night just to get that mobility back going. Um, but that I feel like that put a strain on the relationship itself. Yeah, we did have issues, but that just added more issues to it. Um, and the only thing that really had in the back of my head, like my kids, like, and then I'm always active. Like I cannot not walk. Like this is what I love. Like I love modeling, I love fitness, so I cannot not walk. So in my back of my head, I'm like, I have to do this. Like I have to get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you not having the ability to go to the restroom on your own, that right there put me in a different headspace too, because he was not able to be there with me. I'm relying on the doctors and nurses there to help me, not him. So it put me in a depression state of mind.
Hmm. I can see.
A
I can see how
depression.
that would, you
Yeah,
know.
so I had to find something to focus on when I was in there, which was my kids, but also that's when I got my transformation specialist
Certification.
certification while I was
Yes.
in there. Like that was what I
Wow.
was doing while I was in there, cuz I can have my laptop, but every day when I had time I can just do that and focus on that. And that put me in a I guess I'm going to transform myself back to me.
Yeah. 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 So, how did you get back to life as usual? So, how long was it initially from the accident to when you actually could walk and feel a bit normal again?
Um I guess you can say it was a good it was a good 4 or 5 months before I can actually like get back into a routine. And I still feel, honestly, I still feel like I wasn't, it didn't, in my sense, I feel like I personally kind of blew my life up in a way. I want to say that because I didn't, I didn't feel like I can go back to my norm. After this happened, I felt like, and it might sound cliche, but I felt like God was telling me, you get a redo. Like you get a redo. You was because I wasn't really happy. I wasn't happy before this happened. So I'm giving you a redo. Now what you gonna do with it? Are you gonna go back to this relationship that you're not happy in? You're gonna be in this life, in this bubble that y'all done created that you're not happy in, or you gonna blow it up and figure it out? Because it's okay to
Wow.
start over.
Wow.
So that's me. I feel like I had to start over.
Yeah.
I was in that relationship for 11 years and I wasn't happy. So even though we have a house, we have kids, I just had to walk away and start over because regardless of what just happened, I feel like if I didn't start over, I was going to go back to not being happy and not fulfilling my inner, I don't know, fulfilling something inside of me that said, just start over.
Yeah.
It's okay to start over.
Yeah. And so in your do-over, and I do believe I recall hearing my pastor speak about this, and sometimes people say, "Oh, God is God of a second chance," and He says God is God of another chance because He doesn't just give us a second chance. He's a God of grace and one of mercy, and so He gives us opportunities to do better, each time, and there's forgiveness, that's there for the asking. And so I'm with you on that. As you telling your story, I really can agree with you that from the sound of it, that God was giving you another opportunity, a do-over. And so not very many people get an opportunity to have a do-over so drastically, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the do-over is he deals with each of us in a different way. It's somebody hits rock bottom. It could be in a financial sense, or it could be, a job door closing, or it could be a relationship, or it could be a loss of a spouse or a child, or, and to some people, that's a form of do over.
Yeah.
They start over, they go through whatever you go through, and maybe, you're depressed for a little bit, you go through a dark moment, but then there's this burst of energy that comes from deep down within, this hope that always was there, and it's like hope amplified. Like, I have to do something about this. I know what this feels like, and I know that I don't want this.
Yep.
So I gotta strive for that. And although I may not know exactly what that is, I'm gonna entrust that God is gonna lead me to that.
Yep.
And so you hear me speak of it all the time when I talk about walking in your purpose. And so do you truly feel like now you're walking in your purpose?
I feel like I'm on a path to it. I'm on a path to it because I feel like I, and honestly, I feel like I just start walking in my purpose. Only I say that because so at my job I just started working as a personal trainer.
Mhm.
And I did teach Pilates for a little bit, but I wasn't as
I
confident.
remember you doing Pilates.
Yes, and I wasn't as confident in myself like I wish I would have been
Yeah.
to just keep doing it, and learn as I go. But now that I actually got I'm in a job position where I'm the trainer, so it's like I'm gonna keep doing it so I can learn as I go. But
So you're doing
also
physical training?
yeah, personal training.
Personal training?
Yes.
What you
Yes.
say?
Yes. So,
Now how
yes.
did that come about?
Putting pushing myself out of my comfort zone and not talking myself out of it, because
Did you just get up and say, I'm going to apply for a job as a personal trainer? Or did someone lead you there? Did you look on Indeed? Were you driving by and saw a sign? Like, what did that look like?
No. So I work at Planet Fitness,
Okay.
and I was just a sales rep because I'm good at talking with people. I'm good at selling things and sorts of for a company or whatnot. And uh when I did the interview, because I've been there for a year and a half now, and they've had two trainers come and go, and this last trainer, she was leaving, and she was telling me she's about to leave and do her own thing. But I was like, you know what, like, this is my opportunity. Like, I don't need to talk myself out of it. I just need to do it. Like, put myself out there. I'm already like just giving tips and stuff like that on
Yeah.
the internet, but I need to like get the experience I need and just do it. If I mess up, I can still like just go about it. But I just applied when she told me she was leaving. I applied, and then I interviewed, and he was surprised by my certification that he didn't know I had, because I didn't when I got the job, I didn't say what my certifications I had. I just
Y'all hear that? Closed mouths don't get fed.
yes.
She opened her mouth and told them about the certification,
Yes.
and then it opened the door.
And it opened the door, and it honestly opened another door, because I'm going I start school next month for a massage therapist.
Come
And
on.
I at the end goal, I really want to be at a rehabilitation center. It's called corrective exercise specialist, so that I help post rehabilitation patients just with certain exercise to build their self back up.
Listen, I don't know if you understand. As you are talking, I'm hearing something so profound. So God brought you to that place of temporary paralysis. And that thing that he brings you out of, he gives you dominion over. And so I can't wait to celebrate when that door opens for you to work in that capacity and deal with people that you understand what they're dealing with. I don't
Yes.
know if you understand how powerful that is,
No.
or that you are truly, when you said you're not there yet in your purpose, but I truly feel that you're walking in your purpose now.
Yeah.
You're walking in, you're going down the path of your purpose. And so if I could say anything to you right now, is don't let anything distract you from that path, because you can't make this up. You didn't put yourself in that accident. You
Right.
didn't make yourself paralyzed. You did not by yourself come out of paralysis, nor you didn't create this position for yourself, but because from in that room, while you were in that situation, you did not allow that situation to overtake you. Although people on the outside maybe have looked at you during that time and say, kid is depressed or she's dealing with
Yeah.
XYZ. But you were on that computer. And what you don't know is by you being on that computer and you still pushing through, pushing past the pain,
Yeah.
it led you to your purpose. That moment right there led you to your purpose. I'm so excited. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
I'm excited.
I can't wait to see what else is going to come. What's next for you? Let's talk about what's next.
So what's next for me in the wellness field, like I said, I start massage therapy next month. I'm excited about that. Um I get the experience at Planet Fitness to working with post rehabilitation patients. I've already had three. Um, a guy that had a hip replacement, and he's just looking to get back in the gym, and that gives me experience right there. Um, a guy that had a stroke that's looking to get back into the fitness. That's gives me those things. Give me those people give me that experience I need. So continue to get that experience at Planet Fitness while I'm going to school at my massage therapy to get my massage therapy license, but also like in the modeling industry, I just hope for more opportunities to put myself out there. Um, I still work with Miss London. I love Miss London. I don't think I'm ever gonna leave Miss
Oh my
London, even
goodness,
if
how could you?
I'm
You have
not.
become uh
Yes.
what does she call it? London's
Top
next
next
top
top
model.
model.
You
Yeah.
have become the face of London's next top
I
model.
told Miss London, whenever you need me, just let me know. Like the
I think
schedule, we gonna
people
figure it out.
look forward to seeing what you're gonna put on. You
Yes.
know, and even those things that she decide, I might not reorder this again. I don't know. It moved kind of slow, so I'll put on a $10 rack, and it's like you put it on, and everybody rushing in looking for it.
Yes.
I absolutely love that.
Yes.
That tells me right there that you're a part of a walking brand.
Yes. And even when I'm trying stuff on in the store and they be like, ooh, and then buy it. And I'm like, yes, you gonna like it. You gonna
Uh
look good
huh.
in it too, girl.
Yeah, because it's different seeing something on a hanger. Some people can't get a visual. Like for me, I'll look at something on the hanger, and sometimes even my husband will be with me, and he's like, "Mm-mm," and I'm like, "Uh huh, wait,
Let
let
me
me
put it
show
on
you,"
it. You know?
and I go put it on. He's like, "Oh, I like that." I told you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know your body, you know what looks
Hmm.
good, but the beauty in this is you put on so many different looks,
Yeah.
even some looks that you probably wouldn't.
I tell Miss London, I would never like, not that I don't want to, but I just wouldn't pick it out for myself. And
Yeah.
when she picked the pieces for me to put it out, I'm like, oh, I'll be trying on buying. I'm like, okay, Miss London, I need to stop. I need, but some pieces I got to take home with me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, speaking about London, we want to give London's Fashion Boutique a big shout out. Lenora London, you have an amazing store. Actually, I am always in London. I don't have any of her items on today. Shame on me. But I have a recording on Monday, and
Yeah.
I will definitely have on. I'll be London's from head to toe. But it is the place that I could definitely go in, and I'm gonna find something for the
Something.
occasion. For every occasion, I could walk in, and I know I'm gonna find something. And I love her unique pieces. I
Mm-hmm.
love her eye for style, and I love the great conversations that we have when we're in there. It's just not
It's not like
just
a.
any old place. And I told her yesterday, I was actually in there and I stopped by to visit. Um, and we were talking about Pink on Purpose, which is coming up. And London is one of our official sponsors. And so we were talking about how some people support so many different brands, but you know, they'll go wherever the prices are cheaper or wherever they'll see that they'll get a bigger benefit. And what they don't understand is there's a benefit in quality.
Quality.
There's a benefit in quality. You know, going in London's is more than just, I mean, there's been times that I've seen an outfit at London's that I could go pick up somewhere else because sometimes she has some of those staple outfits, you know,
Yeah.
looks that people are looking for, the trending looks. But she also have some unique pieces that you may not find in other
And that,
places as
yep.
well. And so I love that, especially her jewelry.
Oh
Okay. Her
yes.
jewelry is tea. Um, but what I've noticed is for me, I'll pay a little extra, even for that staple outfit, because it's one, I don't have to stand in a long line. Two, it's convenient, it's down the street from my house. Three, I'm there for a great conversation. And four, why not support somebody who pours out into everybody so much? Like that's the main
Yes.
part.
No, yes. And pouring
She
back
pour
into her is
out.
everything whenever she pour into
She
you.
pour, she pour. If you want to learn, and I had someone else that was a part that has been a part of Pink on Purpose, and she said when I was getting ready to start my online boutique, she said she did not hesitate to give me a vendor list. She helped me so that I could know how to start and what to do. She says she has a great heart. And of course, I didn't have that experience at that time, but it made me push to really want to support her even more. I've been purchasing items from her from years. I remember when she was on Florida Boulevard.
See, I didn't know her then, but she always tell me stories about when she was on Florida Boulevard.
Yeah, my girls were studying dance at a dance studio there, and I was one of the coaches, dance mom coach, and I would go to London's to get items when we were in the same center.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was near Piccadilly's over there in the shopping center on Florida Boulevard. And when she moved, I almost panicked.
Oh.
Like, where did she go? And then I found out where she was, and so it worked out. But
Yeah.
yes. Well, today has been awesome.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I expect to see you hopefully at Pink on Purpose 2026.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
October 24th. So I look forward to you being there. And you should look forward to seeing this beautiful face. And this time, when you see her walk, baby, she got a reason to walk. So just know that when you say she ain't got to do all that, baby, she have to do all that and do something.
Absolutely.
So this year, I want you to walk it out, girl.
Yes, ma'am.
I look forward to seeing you. And thank you so much for being a part of the Trulogy podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm grateful to be here.
Yes, ma'am. So there you have it. We had an amazing time today on the Trulogy podcast. What is your truth? Understanding that everybody has a different truth. Everybody has been through things in their lives, and sometimes we have to release those things. We have to talk about it. So many times we don't want to share the things that we're not so proud of. But it's through those things that some other people can heal. Some other people can be encouraged. They can get the faith and the energy that it takes, the boldness to say, if she could do it, I can do it. If she went through it and came out of it, surely I can. So don't hold your testimony to yourself. Release it because there's freedom in that testimony. The Trulogy is where old selves die and new selves resurrect. It was great having you this time. I look forward to seeing you again soon on the next episode of the Trulogy podcast. I'm Malika Manina, and as always, continue to speak your truth.